Hello again, and welcome to December, my fellow moviegoers. Jeffrey Michael here, and welcome to another strange yet entertaining edition of Jeffrey Michael's Movie Reviews Extravaganza. In this video, because there are so few movies released in early December, I decided to combine them, and so I will now review the movies that were released on both December the 1st and December the 8th of 2017. Okay, then. So the first film that I will review was released on December the 1st, and it was Wonder Wheel, rated PG-13. It stars Kate Winslet, Justin Timberlake, Jim Belushi, and Juno Temple, and was written and directed by the great auteur Woody Allen. Now, Wonder Wheel takes place at an amusement park on Coney Island in the 1950s. Our main character is Ginny, played by Kate Winslet. She's in an unhappy marriage with a carousel ride operator, and she wishes for so much more. But then she perks up when she falls for a beach lifeguard named Mickey, played by Justin Timberlake, who also aspires to be a playwright. But then Ginny's husband's estranged daughter, Carolina, played by Juno Temple, re-enters the picture, and she too sets her sights on the Mickey the lifeguard. And from there, Ginny just begins to unravel. And there's also a subplot involving gangsters. And actually, you know what? I'm not going to waste too much time with this review just because, if you're out there a Woody Allen fan, I should tell you that this really is nowhere near his best. Sorry. I mean, the love triangle is forced and stagey, and there's too many complications, too many betrayals. And the whole movie feels like it was a play at one point, but then they turned to a movie and not very well. But I will say, though, I mean, the acting is great, especially from Kate Winslet. I mean, duh. I mean, how can she be bad? And also the cinematography, oh my god, with its golden hues and like neon light kind of lighting, it really feels like you're inside an old-fashioned like 1950s movie. I mean, it was really well done. Aside from that, though, there's not much else that makes this worthwhile. So unfortunately, I would have to give this one by grade a C. I mean, if you really are a Woody Allen fan, I mean, there's so many other better options, like Annie Hall or Hannah and her sisters, or even Blue Jasmine. That was a good one. So if you are a Woody Allen fan and you really want to see this, go ahead. But sadly, I wouldn't recommend this one to everybody else. Okay, so the last film that was directed on December the 8th was The Disaster Artist, rated R. It stars James Franco, Dave Franco, Seth Rogen, and was also directed by James Franco as well. Did you know that he directed too? He does everything, doesn't he? Okay, so The Disaster Artist is based on the true story. It may not seem true once you see it, but you know how they say truth is stranger than fiction sometimes? Well, in this case it is. The Disaster Artist is about the behind-the-scenes making of the 2003 film The Room, which is considered by many to be like the Citizen Kane of bad films. I mean, I've never actually seen The Room, but I've seen pieces of it, and can I just say, I mean, you really have to see it to believe it. It really is bizarre and really, really bad. But it is so bad, though, that it's actually good and entertaining because it's developed such a cult following ever since it was first released. And even today, just like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I mean, they have midnight screenings and that sell out to fans all over the world. And, people go and then they heckle, they shout things back at the screen, they throw stuff. I mean, it's just one big happy, it's a good time, just like at the Rocky Horror Picture kind of screening. And you're probably wondering, like, who is the brains behind all this whole movie? Well, that would be writer, director, and star, someone or something called Tommy Wiseau. And you're probably wondering why I said that. Well, the common theory is that, Tommy Wiseau is an alien from another planet, and he's here on Earth disguised as a human, so he looks just like us. Now, after watching The Room and The Disaster Artist, you all probably end up agreeing with that theory as well. Anyway, James Franco stars as Tommy Wiseau with a long, black, dirty wig that makes him look like a homeless Vegas magician or like a gothic vampire. Anyway, the movie starts off in the late 90s in San Francisco. Tommy Wiseau is a struggling actor, and he meets another fellow struggling actor named Greg Sestero, played by James' real-life brother Dave Franco. And they quickly form an unlikely friendship. And Tommy says, "Hey, want to come live in my apartment in Los Angeles?" And there's three things right away you have to know about Tommy Wiseau. He never tells you exactly where he's from. He says he's from New Orleans, but not with that vague European accent that's different. And he also never tells you his real age. He says that he's Greg's age, who's 19 at the start of the film, and there's no way he's 19. And he also has millions of dollars, yet he never works. So you're left wondering, where are these millions of dollars keep coming from, mysteriously? And so, yeah, the two of them go off to live in Los Angeles in his apartment, and they try endlessly trying to get acting jobs. And when they can't get any, they decide, hey, what if we made our own film? Yeah, that great idea. And so Tommy Wiseau writes his own script, which eventually becomes The Room. And they hire a crew, which is played by a lot of James Franco's real life friends. Seth Rogen, for example, plays a script supervisor. And yeah, so for most of the movie, we see just exactly how this infamous worst movie ever made, came about. And oh my gosh, you're just laughing the whole time because it's so bizarre all what's happening. And for example, there's one scene where Tommy Wiseau has to just say a few lines, and it's like 67 takes later, and it goes like this. He has a water bottle ready. "I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark." Yes, that is an actual scene in the actual Room movie. And, there's lots of fights, and there's a lot of, "I can't believe you're bringing me down." And, there's a lot of, and they end up, Greg separates himself because he feels like he's ruining his life. And, the movie eventually ends with the premiere of The Room. And as predicted, everyone's laughing their head off at the end. Can I just say, overall, this movie, if I could describe it in 3 words, it would be fun, fun, and fun. I mean, oh my gosh, I had such a good time. And the audience that I saw it with also, it's like a great experience. And I was actually also intrigued, like how good the movie was, because it could have easily just been a parody. You're like, ah ha ha, let's all laugh at the funny guy, one-dimensional. But James Franco really, shows us that, he also had feelings too, Tommy, and he gets hurt just as well. So we get to see not only him, but every other character's, funny sides and also the sad moments too, which was really surprised by. That was really well done. And James Franco, oh my gosh, his performance as Tommy Wiseau, oh my god, he definitely deserves at least an Oscar nomination. And he made us believe, that he was this, human being / possible alien from another planet. And, the whole time, you're, laughing, and you're also being equally touched. And yeah, so overall, my grade for this movie, I think I would give it a nice A-. See, I mean, yeah, I had such a great time watching this movie, and so did the crowd that I saw it with, that if you want to see a movie that makes you laugh constantly and also touches you constantly, well, then you need to see this one. I mean, definitely, please, everybody, see this one. I beg you. Hi everybody. Hi, recap. That was my attempt at Tommy Wiseau there. Wonder Wheel, C, beautifully shot yet overly complicated period drama from Woody Allen. Since he's done better films, I wouldn't recommend this one. And finally, The Disaster Artist, A-, funny, touching, well-done film by James Franco, which is a wonderful tribute to one of the worst movies ever made. Everybody see this one, okay? That'll do it for another edition of Jeffrey Michaels Movie Reviews Extravaganza. Until next time, happy movie watching, everybody. Yeah, go see the movie now.